Hello everyone, welcome back to Gospel News, where they bring on an update on daily basis. In case you have not followed us on our social media handles, please do that very quickly. Today is the 12th day of May 2023. Let's go straight to the reason why we are here. Yesterday being the 11th, we got update that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra's case has been adjourned because the court was sitting on his matter that yesterday. The matter no be here, or they say no be small time. Then give this man again for this adjournment, which means that this one will be say then they say justice delayed is not justice denied. This time around, it be like say justice within delay, now justice within deny you. Now wait till they see for this kind of situation when they before us as I speak to you now. See the headline here. It says Supreme Court's adjournment. It may take 2 years to get justice. Nnamdi Kanu. Chai. Sorry. This country hard though. This country where they call Nigeria. They no just get pity mind at all. Wala. They don't bust out. And they say for Edo State, say all the people where we say that they bring food, they give people inside prison. Say na prison officials. Now then they come, they share the thing, they chop. How top officials at Edo prison share out food items, other materials donated to inmates among themselves. Edo State waiting to happen now. Waiting be this. Why not they share food where them bring for people where they inside prison? Con they chop them. Chai. This country don't cast or even hunger. Don't they catch people where they outside? Waiting people where they inside. Go can't do. And this our brother waiting for screen here. He say he go hard Tinubu very, very well. Tinubu's major challenge as president will be to rebuild Nigeria's reputation in international community. Simon Ateba, now they talk this one, he say, Tinubu's major problem, the challenge we go face pass, now to present Nigeria to the international community. Say they know they do drugs, they know they do Yahoo, they know they do bad things. Say now that one be one of the major problems when Jagaban go face. So we'll go into details. And then one of our pastor here within the K Kamsi Chuku Abi Kasi Chuku. The guy don't cut chain or follow Tinubu. He say, may wife, may give him something, may top. Rest. Una they hear, matter no be here. We'll go into details. Why Nnamdi Kanu is sad, outraged over Supreme Court's adjournment of his appeal, lawyer Ejimakor. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has expressed deep displeasure and sadness over the adjournment of his appeal by the Supreme Court. Sahara Reporters learned on Thursday. Kanu's special counsel, Aloy Ejimakor, who made this known after the Apex Court adjourned the IPOB leader's appeal to September 14th, 2023. September, that is how many months now we day for May. Then we have June 1, July 2, August 3, September 4. That is 4 months, which means they go down finish the swearing in of this incoming president will be Tinubu. So which means now Tinubu go they preside over this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Waiting they want do this man. Now tag team. When person go dey inside ring, go come knock hand with the other person where they outside ring. That one go come in. 2 of them go come hold and come slam am for ground. Beam! Inside all those wrestling where una they watch. It is called tag team. Now waiting they do Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because Buhari he hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for neck and he wants to hand over to Tinubu, but is Tinubu strong enough to continue the slamming? Now that one we don't know whether Tinubu go release them, and we they pray because this matter it don't pass Gary. Water don't pass Gary. As I they talk to you now, all the hopes when people been get to if like say they don't dash them come out. According to the information where we get here now, they said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outraged when he gave him an update on the court proceedings during his visit to him in the custody of the Department of State Services in Abuja. According to Aloy Ejimakor, Kanu was enraged that with the adjournment, it may take over 2 years to avail him the justice he deserves. I just exited from visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the DSS headquarters in Abuja. Expectedly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu expressed his profound displeasure and the sadness over the adjournment of his Supreme Court appeal to September 14th. He was outraged that it may now take over 2 years to avail him the justice he deserves, Ejimakor said. Sahara Reporters earlier reported that the Supreme Court adjourned the hearing in the suit Kanu filed for his release from detention to September 14th. The IPOB leader on November 3rd, 2022, filed a suit at the Apex Court against the verdict of the Appellate Court, which stopped his release. Ejimakor had said that the reason was that the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General of the Federation, which is Abubakar Malami, asked for the filing of additional processes in response to Kanu's latest filing, which is what they are using to delay his freedom. Mamma mia, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is not fair. This is not fair. What we are expecting is not what we have got to know within, say, at least this month before they go swear in this new incoming president. Say, they go down release you, may become a free man. Upon all the beggings, when all the Igbo governors, Igbo elders, Igbo Gbogbo, Igbo elite, and everything we get for Igbo land, don't beg. Buhari said, no, Loriro, that he's not going to let go of this man, that he must hand him over to another regime of Tinubu. This is unfair. This is justice denied. This is not the way forward for the country where they say, then they repair. When you look at the situation, you go see, say, these people don't even want to repair this country. They will say, oh, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Where is the one Nigeria today? My people, may we listen to this pastor, what they call Kasi Chukwu, make he tell us what in get for where Tinubu dey. Mona, listen, oh.
Jagaban wife, poison Jagaban, for not to do all this thing they do so.
Don't read.
Aha.
Now the other thing, now the other thing they talk so.
Yes, sir.
I not say me why poison am. I not say me no still poison. Old man cannot lead us. Old man cannot lead us. Old man cannot. How which sort of your minister to whom I just put small slow poison. The man take and join this condition. By now, if I not even see primary, but the woman see they prepare better food for the man. When the man feel is strong, they contest. Two of them they sleep the same bed. Nothing don't take this woman one day. You still oppress him nose. Una the young thing that they talk so. But if the woman touch her, you go say, run, straight to France. France, you want die, so go take treatment. Women have the power to help this country. I wish all these wicked politicians, God can just touch their wife.
Yes, sir.
All these evil politicians that are looting our money. Just one night, may God just minister to them. Say, my daughter. How much is poison? You go say 150. You say put it on your husband food. They'll just drop her for their husband food. For through Adam much, you go see clearance. Late governor, former governor, ex-governor, former president, governor, all of them. They'll just sleep that. See, when they kill them, poison. You will see, we will mock their wife as an hero. As I talk now, maybe not God, they tell me, I tell them.
Wala. Hey. Una don't hear am, una don't see matter, say you don't read. This pastor, shall you funny, you made a no go carry am, I beg go. If Tinubu hear this one, he go see, hey, now wait till they plan for me. Okay, we they come for you. So sorry, you made a no go capture you. Say you don't, you they plan to kill the incoming president. I beg go, as we they come out for there, and so we take branch for Edo State. I say, waiting they happen here. They can't carry me go their prison. Say they are top oga kpata. Say if we bring food, can't give all the people waiting inside prison. Say now then they share and they chop. Sources in Edo prison in Benin City, South Nigeria, have revealed how top prison officials carry out all sorts of illegal activities like sharing food, sharing out among themselves, welfare materials donated to inmates by non-governmental organizations and religious bodies. Sahara reporters also learned that such corrupt officials use privileged inmates to attack and brutalize those who challenge them. Una dey hear matter? For prison, they get mashana, they get person where they follow, they get another person. So they said all these even oga for prison, they dash, they give bribe to their masha where they inside prison, maybe they beat all the people will be say they question, they say, why now they share waiting they give us, may we take they survive. The sources told Sahara reporters that some key prison officials are known for stealing welfare materials donated to the inmates by non-governmental organizations and religious bodies, while the helpless suffer. People where they for prison, no wonder they be like people where they suffer from kwashoko. Because food where they give, may they give them, not be only for Edo State prison, for the whole of Nigeria. I think the oga kpata for prisons, you need to look into this matter. May go fish out all the people where be say, now this thing, now be their handwork. It was gathered that such an incident happened recently when the Bishop Emeritus of the Catholic Diocese of Benin, Bishop Augustine Akubeze, and members of the diocese visited the prison popularly known as White House Correctional Center on his annual prison visit. They were on hand on January 1st, 2023, with lots of goodies ranging from foodstuffs, toiletries, clothing, shoes, cartons of soaps, cartons of detergent, bales of slippers, cartons of tissue papers, bags of gari, bags of rice, bags of beans, etc., to mention a few. They say now waiting this bishop, he carry go the prison, may go see people where they there, where they hold. Immediately the visitors left. The chief warder, Mr. Omoruyi, Mr. Augustine Alenge, and prison chaplain, Mr. David, swung into action by first removing those of the warders, taking the beta chunk and sharing leftovers into the various cells in the yard. Who dares to complain? One of the sources said. You won't run inside prison. You won't collect inside prison. According to the sources, if any inmate challenges them, the inmate will be locked up in a single cell. Una dey hear? This is very unfair. This is unacceptable. And this is barbaric and evil in Edo State prison. Not just in Edo State, across Nigeria, across board. No be only here. I know what I'm saying. Across board. Even if you go to Lagos, hey, it is feel worse for there. So I beg, oga for prisons, if they don't hear this story now, I mean they tell you now, say, may you look into it. I don't want to send the forming committee, may they go, they waste their resources, go, they investigate this matter. Loriro, we never get that kind of money. Now, if you want to investigate, they will call the general provost and assistant, including the general pastor, to come and defend them. Those are their stooge. They gave privileges. Example, the general provost is serving 10 years and an indigene who is always going out to be with his girls outside. Yet, he hasn't served 2 years of the entire term. He sells virtually everything in the yard, from alcohol to handsets, etc. Say, na the man, na in they sell them for inside prison. When his girls visit, he pays chief warder and he uses his inner office for conjugal visit with impunity. A lot is really going wrong here. We have written a series of petitions to the prison authority at Abuja, but no action. And the chief warden, Augustine Alenge, and the 22 IC keep boasting about their connections in Abuja, which means then they settle. So even the Abuja self, the corruption don't come from Edo State, go affect Abuja. Nah. Nobody can talk. Nobody can. Everywhere now, they don't close them. Corruption from top to bottom. They cited an example of a case of the death of inmate some time ago, stressing that only in November 2022, the prison recorded no fewer than 5 deaths in the yard. When some of the inmates protested to know the cause of the deaths, the answer they gave was that they were transferred to Auchi prison where they could suffer. And because of these actions, nobody dares to challenge them whenever they are perpetrating their nefarious, dubious, and diabolical acts for fear of being transferred to a more dangerous station, one of the sources said. The sources therefore advised NGOs and churches to bring cooked food for inmates if they want inmates to be direct beneficiaries, saying raw food items will be stolen by prison officials once it gets to their office. If possible, they should do the sharing themselves instead of leaving the authorities to do the sharing, one of them said. So anybody will be saying they carry something, go prison, I beg, demand that the person may come carry him. If he carry himself, if possible, may he spit inside. May these people see and say, now in food, may only him the chopper. Because the criminality is getting out of hand. This is unacceptable. They also appealed to the Nigerian prison authorities in Abuja and the zonal office in Benin City to intervene by sanitizing the center. Oga, use CCTV camera, may they sack bad eggs where they bring this bad name. This evil trio should be discarded and new blood should be brought in. Some of them have been in place for the past 15 and 19 years without transfer. They say Obano they go transfer. Even when they were transferred last year, they stored it and never left. We need a new lease of life at White House Correctional Center. The coercion of the provost of cells to provide money for the chief must stop, one of them said. Using transfer as a means of threat by Chief Warder, Mr. Moyuri and Augustine Alenge to coerce inmate must stop. A stitch in time saves 9, the source added. When Sahara reporters contacted the public relations officer for the Nigerian Correctional Service, Abubakar Omar, as its officials are not allowed to talk to journalists, he said the prison authorities would investigate the allegations. Presently, National Headquarters of the Nigerian Correctional Center has not received such reports. However, with our report and by contacting the National Authority of Nigerian Prisons about the report we got, they must investigate it, and if it is true, all the culprits must be brought to book. Or Gano be if it is true, now true. They must wanna bring them to an exercise book. I beg. We have an eagle eye, and Comptroller General does not take it lightly with corrupt officials. Many have been removed from the service because of corrupt practices, he said. Oga, you don't hear now? They no go just the allege. Every time I go say allege. I beg, do something. And they say the wahala when Tinubu go face now how to represent us. Say, even become, since in record now a day for US, and I know say they go down photocopy the matter, give UK, give Europe, give them, say this man, no, when I see how they go, if let's say now the thing make and come, they go only France with UK. I know say now their connection, they get level where. But they know they go US easily. Now then they hide, they go. Or they go send representatives. Tinubu, if this thing no suit you, may you come down, may better people go run and you say, Loriro, you die there. In fact, nobody else is going to be balablo, blow, and bulaba. I come in peace, so I go see you now on the next updates. Stay tuned and remain blessed. Don't forget to share this video, at least because of these people waiting inside prison. May we see whether God said he save them, made them they see food, they chop. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, We wish you victory. Nigeria is so corrupt that we don't even know where to start from. God bless you.